to show you, I'ma make it a show.
Hey y'all, it is the next day, and I told y'all I was gonna keep y'all posted on, take y'all with me on this journey, this real estate journey this time around. So today is June 6th. It is currently 11:35, and I am headed to the test site. My test starts at 12:30. I leave an hour early because I don't know how the traffic's gonna be over in Memphis, so I'm leaving an hour early just in case of traffic bad, or I need to stop and something. So yeah, I'm headed over here, y'all. I feel good about it today. I feel real good. My nerves had kicked in earlier today while I was working, but I was like, Lord, take that away. I don't want to be nervous. I don't want to overthink nothing this time, because I really truly feel like I was overthinking the answers last time. So I'm going in with an open mind and try not to overthink the questions and answers. So yeah, I'll keep y'all posted. Right now I'm finna do some more cramming. I'm finna do a little bit more cramming, to get as much as possible. Because like I said, I know it. I'm trying to get as much as possible in my head. So stay tuned. Hopefully y'all will see me when I come out of there saying, I passed. Thank you, God. Thank you, God Almighty. I'm thanking Him in advance, because I know I'm going to do well on this test today, on both portions. He ain't brought me this far, y'all. I'm telling you, He ain't brought me this far to let me down. So, going in open mindset. I ain't stressed. I got enough rest last night. Yeah. I'll see you guys a little later. Let me turn my video back on, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Should be able to pick.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as y'all seen me, I was headed to take my test earlier, but I got so thrown off I forgot to pick up the camera when I was on my way back. After I got out of the testing site, it was late. I was tired. So mind y'all, my test supposed to have been started at 12:30. I got there at 11. No, I got there at 12. I got there at 12 o'clock. I got there 30 minutes early, because they tell you to be there in there at least 15 minutes early. So, gets there, got all my stuff together, went in, used the restroom. Then I went over there to the testing site. Walks in the door. The lady said, oh, I'm so sorry, but the internet is down. The power went out yesterday and the internet is still down. Mind y'all, it's 12:15 and the internet has been down since yesterday. I immediately started saying, oh my God, like, Lord, why? What is it? Like, I know ain't nobody but the devil trying to stop me from taking this test today. But I sat out. She was like, y'all can wait, because it was me and two other ladies in there, and me and one lady stayed. The other lady, she was so dramatic, y'all. Oh my God, like, she was just doing the most. She was extra. And she asked the lady, she was like, well, can we reschedule? And the lady was like, sure, you can reschedule. She said, so what do we tell the people when we reschedule? Will we have to no, I asked the question. I said, well, if we reschedule, will we have to repay their money? And she was like, no, they know we having issues. So with that being said, y'all can reschedule and don't have to pay that no more money. I was like, okay, cool. So she gave the girl the information to reschedule. I said, you know what, I'm gonna stay here till the last minute. She said we could wait for an hour, because they had told her if they shut down by if the internet is not back up by 1:30, then they can send us home. So I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait this extra hour. So we just sitting there in the lit lobby or whatever, and the girl called and asked about rescheduling hers and where was more testing sites set in the area. They gave her the information, they rescheduled her, and she was like, well, I'm finna go. I said, yeah. So me and the other lady was sitting there, and she was like, you know what? It's God telling us, you know, to be patient. And I'm right there with her, because I was over there saying and praying the same stuff in my head. And then she was like, he just trying to calm our nerves. You know, we just got to be patient. I was like, yeah. I said, I already prayed for it to come back up. And she said, I have too. So we were just sitting there, just waiting. The lady left from out of there, I want to say about 12:47, the one that rescheduled her test. She left from out there 12:47. I say about 12:50-ish, 1 o'clock, the internet popped back on, y'all. I said, look at God. Me and that girl got up. We started dancing in that floor. We were so excited, because I'm like, oh my God, God is really, really hearing us. Like, he's really hearing us. So we got excited. The internet popped back up, but then as she was checking us in, it let her find our name, take our picture, but it wouldn't go past it. So I was like, oh my goodness. I said, you know what? I ain't finna stress out about it. I'm not finna stress. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait. So I sat back down, and they had to call PSI, and PSI had them on hold for so long. So we sitting there. It was about, I say it was 2, 4, 6, 7 of us in there at this point. At first it was just 3 of us, then it was 2, and then 7 of us was in there. So we just sitting there, it's just quiet up in there, y'all. We just sitting there listening, trying to hear was anybody gonna pick up the phone. And that PSI man picked up that phone. He said, y'all good to go. Man, we jumped up. We were so excited. Everybody was so excited. He checked us in. He gave us our seat number, gave us what we needed to test, and we went to the back. So after that, I went to the back, and y'all, I was going through the test. And okay, with the real estate exam, you have the state portion first, and then you have the national portion. You have both of them, but the state you take the state portion first, which is like 45 questions. So y'all was sitting there, and I was going through state, and mind y'all, I knew that state portion. I knew the state like the back of my hand. Yeah, I be doggone one hardly. None of those questions that I had then went over. None of those questions on that test. So in my head, I was saying, I'm not giving up. God, you got me. Like, I know you got me. But I ain't gonna lie. When it was time to go to the national portion, in the back of my head, I was like, I don't even know how I did on the state portion. You know, I ain't even finna worry about it. It is what it is. That was going through my head. So I goes on to the next portion. It was so much noise up in there. I got up and went got me some I went to the bathroom and went got me some earplugs, and then I came back and sat back down. So I'm going through the national portion, and I was like, I was saving, so I was marking like so many of them back to back. I was like, dang, this ain't a good sign, because they say if you don't know them, mark them and then come back to them. Don't answer them, just mark them and then come back to them. So I'm just marking, and then I'll go get some right. Then I mark some, and I get some right. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know how this gonna go for me, y'all. But I started talking to God in my head. I said, Lord, I know you got me. You ain't brought me this far to let me down. So, as we was going, I kept seeing people get up and leave. I was like, dang, they getting through fast. And then that thing I know, just down to 2 of us. The first 2, that was me and that girl. The two that were first in there. Everybody else had came in after us. It just left me and her, the same one that I came in with. Me and her was up in there just testing. She was testing for something else. I was testing for real estate. So I was like, okay, she in here. Neither one of us was making noise, so I was like, okay, I can function a little bit more now. I could concentrate on these questions because it ain't so much noise around me. Because I swear one girl was down there just coughing. I was like, oh my God, please stop up and coughing. Like, it was just too much going on. Okay, so fast forward, she finished her test. I was like, shoot. So when she finished her test, I still had 60 more minutes to go. I was like, oh my God, I still got 60 minutes to go. And mind you, that you get how many minutes? 190. I think they give you 190 on that national portion. So I had 60 minutes to go. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. So when everybody left my there, I just started reading the questions out loud. I started reading out loud. And I was like, I got to get it. But I promise y'all, the stuff that I was studying, it was not on that test at all. So I had just said, you know what? I had got down to, I had answered all 90. Well, I didn't answer all 90. I had went through it to 90. But the ones that I had marked, I had to go back and answer those. So I went back. Now the state portion, I did go back and go through the whole thing. But the national portion, after I finished answering those questions, I just went on. I didn't even go back to, check my answers and see, because they always say don't go back and change answers. Go with your first mind. So I was like, you know what? That's what I'm finna do. So that happened. And when that happened, I went on, after that you have to take a survey. So I went on, took the survey. After I finished the survey, the score popped up there, y'all. The score popped up there. Well, the score didn't pop up there. It'll tell you if you pass or you fail. So it popped up there. It says